Oh hey, my name's TENDO, and on this channel we do a ton of thrifting. Today's no different. We're going to the Goodwill outlets, which is where Goodwill ship all of their leftovers, overstock, and you can dig through it and pay for it by weight. And also, today we're going to go to my antique mall and check it out because I sold something really big and awesome, and we love it when that happens, so stick around. Hello! Look at my trash! Look at my trash! Behold, I am the king of trash! Evansville, Indiana, Goodwill bins. We're back. I just ate, so I got a lot of stuff in my teeth. Man, I wish those had their lids. Blade launcher. Carts are very scarce here, but I got one. That'd be a crazy one. It's a good show. Kind of got boring in the last season. It was alright. Just remember not being into that last bit at all. I don't know when it was though. Sanic. I looked away. I just saw, what did I see? I saw a silver duck. Lost it. Rip. So I did not buy a whole lot at the bins, but I did buy squishies, and I washed them. And if you didn't know, Squishmallows wash up really well in the washer and dryer. Really quite pleased with how clean that came out. There was like some nastiness on the white here, and it's completely clean. These are good, which is good because at the bins, I had filled one of those baskets like the one at my antique mall all the way up with Squishmallow just from a couple different Goodwill binge trips. So it's good that a few more are showing up because the last 10 times I went there were no Squishmallows at all. So I'm going to be going back to the bins this week or next just for more Squishmallows so I can fill up my antique mall. You know what I need? I need a roof cargo box for my car because I'm using my car as a transport for all of my antique mall stuff. As you've seen, that can be a lot, but I do a lot of work to take a lot of that stuff out of my car when I have my kid, and I inevitably leave his stroller in my storage unit or something like that. I need a place on top of my car where all of our like travel active gear goes. And none of my antique mall stuff goes. It's sacred, it's for that. And so like when I'm out on a walk with the boy and the dog, I can just get that stroller out, not worry about taking it out. That's the plan. And you know what, over the years, the number of those I've seen at the bins, I've bought a few. I've had a few on my vans and stuff from the bins, but it's time to find a new one. So putting that on the old mental thrifty checklist for sure. I need one bad. If anybody local to here sees one, tag your boy in a post or something. Also, look, I can see the shadow of my hair sticking out. That's crazy town. I've got too much hair to be wearing a hat right now. It's probably no better, is it? It's okay. We're getting a walk in today, and then stick around and see what else we do. Two P.O. box packages. Oh, we should really keep these for the live show on Sunday night. Last week I didn't open anything on the live stream like I have been because I just got too giddy to open them. Rhonda and Trent. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these packages. I really want to save them for the live stream, but I'm not. I can't find my giant orange scissors. He was asleep in the car, so I was gonna let him sleep it out. Are you poopies? You're little poopies. All right, we're gonna have to put this on hold. I'll be RB. Babies are wild, man. I just changed his diaper and all I hear is farting. I can't find my giant scissors. I hang them in the same place every time, I swear. I think I do. Now I just don't know. So we got the baby versions. I'm gonna go ahead and open these, but I'm gonna talk a little bit while I do it. This one's from Rhonda up in Indianapolis. And it would probably be ideal to save this packaging. Rhonda has sent very thoughtful stuff over the years. Stuff for Jasper. And two composition notebooks. Are they blank? They're not blank. They're lined, but that's still awesome. We hope these notebooks help with your scrapbooking. I published these myself on Amazon Books under Rhonda Lynn. That's awesome. It looks like everything is... JJ is growing up so fast. Thank you very much. So yes, I scrapbook in composition notebooks. And honestly, I've been wondering what my one for next year is going to look like. If it's very specific to JJ, it should be that one, shouldn't it? That's very cool, Rhonda. Thank you very much. If you don't know, I have had a very big collection of composition notebooks. I don't have very many of them, except the ones that I scrapbook in. I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'll tell you why, because I think it's, I want to save it for the live show and talk about it on there, but more of you will see this, and I think there's a very appropriate thing to communicate. I've been leaning very heavy into making content for my antique malls. And I see that this from Trent is a media mail, and so it's probably more of the same kind of thing, and I've been getting a lot of this stuff lately with notes that say, hey, feel free to put this in your antique mall. And I think it's really important to acknowledge this, because there was a time when I had 3 or 4 antique mall booths, and they were my main source of income, even over YouTube, etc. And you guys sent me way, way, way more packages. We had a way bigger audience at the time, and it was crazy. But pretty much 99.9% of the time, we didn't put that stuff in our antique malls. It either went into our collection or I gave it away to other people that collected similar things. There was a lot of that. Occasionally, we would put some of that stuff in antique malls when it like finished a set of something we were going to sell, etc., etc. Now, all that being said, I didn't do that for any sort of moral reason or whatever. It was just, that was part of the adventure then. Now, I've been doing all this antique mall stuff, and you guys have been sending me stuff very specifically for it and to put stock in there. And one, there's 2 things to say about that. One, it's incredibly humbling. I can't express enough how much I hope that if you ever find yourself in a place of need, that you have homies like I've had with you guys come through and help out. So that deserves acknowledging. I mean, this box, even before I open it, just because I know what it is. It's media. It's more stuff in my booth. It's humbling, and I don't know what to say other than that. Second thing, I think it's important to acknowledge too, because it can be very clear with my antique malls. That I have an advantage with this. I mean, by no means is any large percentage of what's in my malls from you guys, but it's enough to matter. The percentage is enough that it gives me a clear advantage, and I don't want to act like I don't know that. It's humbling, but it is a thing, and so what I fear as I transition into a period where I'm going to do way, way, way more antique mall, vendor mall content. I've got big plans for way more content about it. I don't want to sweep that advantage that I have aside and paint a picture where I create people who are eager to get into it that won't have enough resources. I would be able to do this without you guys' gifts. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it as fast. I'm growing faster because of help. I want to make that clear. But I just think it's important to acknowledge if you're coming here for tips and tricks on antique mall booths and you see how fast I'm growing, do consider I have some advantages in this way. And because I have the platform that I do also, this package is from Trent, by the way, Trent in Oklahoma City. Because I have this online advantage too, it actually helps. I mean, I've got friends around town. I'm a little bit known around town. just because of this YouTube advantage. And people around town are selling me their Blu-ray collections just because they heard of who I was because of the videos, because of the store. So when you're gauging, all of us content creators get in trouble for this. I don't want to paint. I obviously tell a prettier version sometimes of the hard work that's going on behind the scenes with antique ones. I just don't want anyone. Oh my God, this is not what I thought it was. I am foolish for saying I knew what it was. It's a box of Lego. It's crazy. I'm just making sure I don't miss a note. So just keep that in mind. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, it is what I thought it was. It's just in a Lego bucket. Okay, VHS 7 on VHS. That's crazy. I gave Reed a copy of this on Blu-ray to watch, and he watched it. DVDs, Monster Jam, WCW, an anime, Kokoro Connect. Let's go. Yu-Gi-Oh! A bag full of keychains, much needed. Bunch of dragon keychains. That's awesome. Dinosaurs. Is that a pencil topper? Pencil topper troll. Okay, and then what actually, glue sticks, let's go. Duplo, which is what the bucket is, and then actual proper Lego, which is so much needed. One of the things I need more than anything for both my antique malls is a Lego table. And that's enough to start a basket. I've probably got a handful like this so far. I'm overwhelmed every time you guys do this. It helps make content. It does help me with my booths, and I lack no thankfulness for it. Used to, it was such a novelty. It was such a YouTube-y thing. And let me just be honest before I finish this up. It could be stressful how much stuff got sent in the past. A couple times. It was always majorly a positive. But like, you know, sometimes, I remember one time sitting in my bread truck, and we opened 27 packages or 17. I can't remember which. It was a 17 or 27, probably 17. And it was just so much stuff. And we were like, what do we do with this, you know? And I've still got plenty of things for those days in my collection I keep, but it coming full circle to where it's actually helping so much is a really neat thing, and I do appreciate you guys for it. You guys don't need to send me stuff. In the long run, I thrift enough, I'll find it, but it does help, and I am going to be eternally grateful for you guys. And even getting older and more mature and realizing some of these things that I'm not doing the greatest job explaining has also helped me love and appreciate what I do on YouTube more than I used to. I used to have more problems than I do with it now, with where I was or with growth, all this stuff. It's continuously been made clear to me that this YouTube thing, it has been an outlet for creativity and even income sometimes, and it's been exactly what I needed it to be. Not what I wanted it to be, but what I needed often. It's been a savior. And this generosity from you makes me realize that, so thank you. That's it. I'll stop talking. Back to your regularly scheduled video. Let me show you how crazy I am. I just stopped recording this, instantly turned around. What do you see? Why they're hanging there and why I didn't notice, I don't know, but there they are. So next mail time we'll open them with those, I swear. I only came to my antique mall for one reason today, because they called and someone made me an offer on something that was taking up a ton of space. The guitar amp is gone. So look at all that room. Oh man, it means I can put all this stuff on this wall probably, and then shelves, probably books or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna do any of that today. But that amp selling is really good, because with the new upfront costs of a second booth here in this mall, I've already said this on a couple videos, the startup cost for booths can be big and it can cut into regular profits. So I was worried about not making any money this month, but that takes care of me, in all honesty. It takes care of me. Super awesome. Worked out super good. I kind of am going to miss that amp because it was such a big one, but, you know, I got 200 on that PV over there. I'll take 100 on it probably at this point, just to get it gone too. And now, we got all this room for activities. I'm pumped. I'm probably going to take all that money that amp makes this month. Just buy stickers and Lego with it. I've been sitting on Marketplace this week at time just looking for the right Lego score. $100 tub full for a pick your own Lego table in here. I'm gonna pay it as soon as I find one that's close enough to drive and get. I already have the table at home. I'll put it right there. We're cooking, baby. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like thrifting content, if you like reselling content, pretty please hit the subscribe button, because we are over the next couple months going to really expand our antique mall booths and do a lot of thrifting to fill them up. And you hear Happy Boy in there. Otherwise, we do post daily videos about thrifting and reselling. So if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button. Come back tomorrow. And until then, guys, peace out.